I had covered this in a previous video, but with Valentine's Day coming up, I thought I would cover it again real quick just to give folks the lowdown on how they could actually, on the ground in their own neighborhoods, make a huge dent in Trump supporters' psyche using basic, legal, nonviolent psychological operations. Now, if anybody doesn't know what I'm looking at here, it is a picture of Sherry's Berries. It is a company that offers these big, genetically enhanced strawberries dipped in chocolate and covered with a bunch of crap. And you send them out at Christmas and Valentine's Day. And their big source of revenue advertising is from Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity and Mark Levin and all these other people that are pro-Nazi, pro-Trump. So one thing I said people could do is go ahead and order from Sherry's Berries, and then I know that's people are like, wait a minute, why are you financially supporting it? Well, sometimes you've got to do one thing to affect another. So you can get these and take them down to your local homeless shelter. Take the strawberries down there. Keep the box. And I'm sure they'll, enjoy the treat. And then with the box, you can then fill them with something. Cupcakes are cheap. You can either buy them pre-made and frost them yourself, or you can make them yourself. And, put these in there. And then get yourself a little card, a pro-Trump card, decorated all with little Nazi stickers and symbols and stuff like that. And, then go leave it at a local business that you know to be, pro-Trump. And there's nothing, as long as there's, nothing wrong with the cupcakes, they're perfectly fine. And they're just decorated this way, and you're not charging for it. You're not trespassing or anything. Just leave them by the door, walk away. Maybe a balloon, who knows? It'll just mess with their heads. And if we can get people in neighborhoods everywhere doing this, they're going to realize that this is not a problem that's going to go away. People aren't going to forget who this man is. They're not going to forget who Steve Bannon is. They're not going to forget what these people are all about. And they're going to realize that they're not going to be able to wake up or go to bed without this kind of fear. And like I said, we're not going to do violence. We're not going to do these useless marches. We're not going to, do these on-camera meltdowns. We're going to do effective psychological operations on the ground that are legal and nonviolent, that will let these people know that they screwed up badly, and that their continued support for this man is going to have a price tag attached to it, and it's going to affect their bottom line. I went to Sherry's Berries. Let's see if I can go back up here to, if you just Google them, you can do this from the computer, never leaving. You can go over here, like I said, Google Sherry's Berries, and then you go down here, and it gives you the ability to write a review. And I already did. Click down here, and here was the review that I wrote for them. It says, let's see here. Pro-Trump Nazi organization that promotes hate, division, and racism, partners with Trump supporting Rush Limbaugh, Sean Hannity, and a slew of other Nazi apologists. As long as they continue to receive revenue through this method, the people of the state of Florida at least will be informed of this disgusting policy. And gave them a 1-star review. So, and everybody can do that. There's 770 people that subscribe to my channel, perfectly legal, and you can just inundate their Facebook pages and websites with this particular, type of statement. There's nothing foul-mouthed about it, and it is just a statement of fact that this is, who Sherry's Berries has chosen to partner with. This is the group of people that they have decided to use for advertising. And the big three that I think I'm going to outline with the upcoming holiday are Sherry's Berries, ProFlowers, and Pajamagram. Because those three are, things that with the holiday coming up are going to be, they rely on this holiday for a lot of their income. And if you really want to make a dent, this is the way to do it. Absolutely the way to do it. Do the exact same tactic with at least going to the websites with the Pajamagram and with the flowers. I thought a great idea for the flowers would be this. Order a dozen or 2 dozen. And, it's 20, 25 bucks. Then, get them to your house and then take the flowers out individually. Then go down to a local nursing home or an elder care facility and give each person 1 flower. you know, and, just make their day a little brighter. Don't show the box or anything. Just go down and do that. And that way you can have some good come from it. Then you take the box, and then you can put Nazi memorabilia in the box. You can put a noose in there, put a little Hitler doll, a little Trump doll. And then you can take it to a local pro-Trump business with a little card or balloon or whatever, and leave it by the door. Nothing illegal about it. Perfectly fine. But it'll get inside their heads, and they'll realize it's not going away. Like I've said before, these people thought the election was like a football game or a NASCAR race or a WWE wrestling match, and they thought that it was just going to be over. And now they're trying to pat themselves on the back with the big win, and they're realizing, oh crap, this doesn't go away. It never goes away. And this is what happens when you win with a minority that was a result of an electoral glitch, Nazi intimidation, and media manipulation. You can't win like that and then say you're going to govern with a mandate. And it has been nothing but a nightmare for these people ever since he took office. They've been having to defend him over and over again, and they're beginning to crack. And I know everybody who comes to the videos, they're seeing it. We're seeing it. The Trump supporters are actually coming back here and trying to get me to stop making videos. And I'm just going to put my foot on the accelerator if this continues, because it's really starting to work. I'm going to put a couple of links down in the description. There was some months ago another YouTube channel that made a video of their own attacking me because of the way the Electoral College turned out, that the Republicans that I thought were going to have courage enough to stand up for their own convictions did not, and they thought it would be funny to go on some 20-minute tirade impugning me and calling me names and using foul language. And plus she sent one of her lackeys to my site to invite me into some kind of a debate. And there's no debating with these psychopaths. And we've covered that. They're mentally ill. And you can't treat them like, thinking, rational human beings. Well, she disappeared for a while, but then she came back. Her name's RURdy4it, RURdy4it. And she posted a couple of videos about the Sergeant at Arms in the Senate having to go retrieve some people forcibly to vote on the Betsy DeVos confirmation. And she was all excited, thinking she was going to have this wonderful video where she was going to be able to attack these Democrats that were attempting to be obstructionist. And when she actually looked at who it was that was absent and was trying to obstruct and not vote on Betsy DeVos, it was 9 Republicans and 1 Democrat. Excuse me, it was 9 people total, 8 Republicans and 1 Democrat. And I'll put the links down in the video. You can see who it was. But it was the same people I had mentioned when I did the Imminent videos. It was Ben Sass from Nebraska. It was Lisa Murkowski. It was Susan Collins. Even Marco Rubio from here in Florida voted against the idea of the Sergeant at Arms going to retrieve the people. And you can just hear it in her voice, the crestfallen, completely disappointed, confused state that she was in, thinking that she was going to have to somehow explain why Republicans were opposing the Donald Trump agenda. And then she goes off into some tirade about some other protest years ago where it was some Democrats where Paul Ryan could have technically had them arrested but didn't. And, and she was disappointed at that. But it goes to the mindset of these people. They're starting to break. They're starting to get they're going from the fight to the flight mechanism in the amygdala of the brain. And you can actually watch it start to happen now. So anyway, I know there was probably, better topics today to cover than this, but this is, a lot of folks come here and they're like, what are we doing? What are we doing to affect real change? This is something that you can do in your own communities, folks. $20 for the berries, $20 for the flowers. You can do something good with the flowers, going to the nursing homes, the homeless shelter with the strawberries, and then use the boxes. Use the boxes and, get this stuff out to people and, show them that the opposition is real, it's in their neighborhoods, and it's not going away. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Like, share, subscribe. You guys have been great. Absolutely fantastic, folks. I am very proud and honored to know all of you, the folks that come here on a regular basis to contribute. I think we're setting the standard, showing how a YouTube channel can be run in a civilized manner and have an intelligent adult discussion. Thank you. We'll see you next time.